As I've mentioned here in an earlier presentation, I believe that Chris Squire produced some of the most innovative and interesting bass work in the history of progressive rock. Not content with simply keeping time along with the drums, Squire brought the bass guitar and himself to centre stage in every performance. He created his own thunder to help power the Yes engine room. You could choose any Yes album at random to hear Squire's unique tone, phrasing and compositional ideas. He was never boring or cliched, and many of his lines are strong enough to be listened to as standalone pieces. You may well remember that Squire was a tall lad, and after developing an interest in music during his teens, a school friend recommended that he take up bass after pointing out that his tall frame and large hands made him ideally suited to play the instrument. And I haven't been able to find anything to suggest he was initially a guitar player. His first bass was a cheap Futurama, which Squire once said was good enough to learn on. Squire's signature bass was a 1965 RM 1999 model Rickenbacker, one of 4 imported to the UK at the time, and is very similar looking to the 4001 series. And if you'd like to know more about his Rickenbacker bass and how he achieved the Squire sound, please have a look at this earlier video I posted on this channel. I did see Chris and Alan White perform here in Melbourne, Australia not long before their passing. Unfortunately, Chris and Alan are gone, but they will not be forgotten. Hello and welcome to The Yak. My name is Tom, and today I'm going to present my top 10 Chris Squire bass lines. So how do we define the exceptional bass line? Well, I guess to start with, we should look for a bass line with a great and unique sound. One that uses great rhythmic ideas while simultaneously setting out the foundation of the chord progression. Bass lines also usually work hand in hand with a kick drum and copy its rhythms, but syncopation can be added by changing the timing to fall ahead or behind where the beat would normally be expected to fall to alter rhythmic expectation. Now, it's okay to have these general rules, but Squire was smart enough, and without any musical training I might add, to often break these and just go off and do his own thing. And what he came up with was highly creative, unique and often brilliant. And as I've said previously on this channel, if you heard just a few seconds of Squire playing on a song, you would probably know it was him. So today I'm going to present some selections of Squire's playing, which I feel represent the top 10 moments of Squire's brilliance. And I've also tried to select songs which showcase the quality of Squire's bass lines to fulfill today's objective and not just talk about his playing in my favourite Yes songs. And let me just say that given Squire's enormous talent, this was a very difficult task. I know that you won't all agree with my choices, but that's okay. So let's begin. And at number 10 I have On the Silent Wings of Freedom. From Tomato, this album was not as strong as its predecessor, Going for the One, and I don't think that Yes were truly happy with the release either. And particularly Wakeman, who left Yes for the second time after completing touring commitments for the album. At number 9 I have Parallels. From the Going for the One album, this is one of my favourite shorter Yes songs. And a big part of my liking for the song is Squire's bass work, which from the get-go really makes this track rock. And the music and lyrics are written by Squire, and the track is actually a leftover piece from Squire's Fish Out of Water album, as Squire had too much material for that release, and he felt that this song did not fit as well as the other songs which made it onto that vinyl LP. Another highlight of the song is a strong backing vocal contribution by Squire, and as we know, he had a great voice. You may also know that Parallels was recorded with Wakeman performing in the Church of St. Martin's, 4 miles away from the studio at Montreux, where the rest of the band was located. White counted everyone in, and Yes played the song to create this live recording. At number 8 now, I have Tempus Fugit. From the Drama album and the only Yes album to feature Trevor Horn on lead vocals. The title is a Latin expression that translates as time flies, the name being selected to refer to Squire's bad habit of being late for almost any band rehearsal or appointments. Squire's bass playing is fast and really drives this track, bringing the album to a thrilling, fast-paced ending. The other musicians playing on this track play their parts well, but I think Squire's thunderous bass, loaded with a flange effect here, is the most memorable contribution. At number 7 I have Silently Falling. In early 1975 the band members of Yes agreed to take some time off to allow each member to record a solo album. Squire's album was called Fish Out of Water, which I'm sure we're all familiar with. And in this song the highlight for me is listening to Squire's bass lines, which are certainly worth waiting for. At number 6 I have the Ritual solo from Tales from Topographic Oceans, featuring 4 long songs. This is one of progressive rock's most divisive albums of all time. Either you get it or you don't. It captures Yes moving into a new creative direction, which may be their career peak for some, and delivers an array of wonderful and highly original soundscapes. There are many Squire high points on this album, and as you will see, Squire is all fired up for this live performance. At number 5, I have The Fish. You will probably know that Squire had the nickname of The Fish, so named by bandmate Bill Bruford, I believe, due to his habit of taking long baths while the band was sharing a house together in Fulham, West London, during the early years of Yes's career. Recording a bass solo for an album might not seem like a great idea and may end in disaster for some players, but a genius idea in the hands of Mr. Squire. We hear a huge range of dynamics in this slow-building melodic, semi-instrumental, and as the title suggests, he dives to the bottom for a while, creates some deep underwater currents, and then surfaces to complete this low-pitched symphonic masterpiece of rasping, brutal lines. At number 4 I have Close to the Edge. At 18 minutes 43 seconds, Yes casts aside all forms of conventional music sanity with Close to the Edge. It's certainly a pinnacle of progressive rock nirvana, with Yes bursting out with some of their boldest notions and most electrifying and tantalising notes and rhythms to get our heart rate up higher than normal. Each member of Yes shines on this track, and Squire glows with a brooding and powerful luminescence, contributing some of his most distinctive bass riffs. This song was released in 1971. 2 years earlier, America put a man on the moon, and Yes followed closely behind with their One Small Step for a Man moment with this track and album. And here is a track of isolated bass and drums from the beginning of this song, so you can further appreciate Squire's scratchy bass sound and the use of an ascending scale. At number 3, and we're getting close, I have Roundabout. Squire begins this track like a heavyweight fighter, trying for a knockout victory with his very first punch. His playing is brutal and savage, and we love it. The bass line of Roundabout rocks hard and heavy as we listen to him gate crash his way through this track and run up the fretboard. Lead guitar, I think it's time for some lead bass. At number 2, Heart of the Sunrise. The bass fireworks start from the very first riff of this early Yes masterpiece, with Squire playing a bass line like his almost accidentally discovered speed metal. In a broader context, Chris Squire's bass lines are at the very heart of nearly every moment of this 10-minute plus classic, as we listen to him create a range of multi-dimensional bass platforms of unique virtuosity and melodic ideas. Squire definitely owns the bottom end spectrum in this song, and this version is from Yes Songs, which has the band firing on all cylinders. And here is an isolated bass section of the quieter section of the song, in which Squire embellishes a simple chord sequence to create a wonderful and unforgettable groove, which is my favourite part of the song. At number 1, I have The Gates of Delirium. Inspired by War and Peace, Tolstoy's epic tale, the signature track on Yes's Relayer album has a similar scope and grandeur. The Gates of Delirium, the masterpiece of this 1974 fusion-tinged album, is simply overflowing with classic bass lines and showcases some exceptionally innovative bass playing, even by Squire standards. The piece can loosely be divided into a prelude, a battle section, a victory section, and the closing piece soon, which is a realisation of the costs of fighting the battle. My favourite part here is the battle section, with Squire playing at a feverish but calculated pace, and with a beautiful sense of logic which unfolds brilliantly. So overall, this has to be my number 1 pick. So I thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And I must say that after listening to Mr. Squire today, I'm feeling a whole lot better.